Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 44 and I'm your host, comedian Tracy Carnazzo, joined by Noelle Herzog.
Hi.
Hi, Noelle. How are you?
I'm okay, Tracy.
Oh, great. We have some really fun stuff to talk about. We're talking about 90 Day Fiance Season 7, Episode 4. Things are getting juicy. I'm getting attached to these people.
Are you? Because I don't feel that attached to them yet.
Listen, some of them I feel very not attached to.
Yeah.
And then some of them I'm like I'm getting in there.
That's what it is.
It's episode
I'm
4.
waiting. Yeah.
It's episode 4. I feel like by the next episode, you're going to have an emotional connection.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I need to see this. Never mind. Let's see how it plays out.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see how it plays out.
I feel like you had inside information that
No inside information. But I'll tell you, I went to a friend's giving last night and there was like 40 people there.
Right.
They all watched 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, everyone watches 90 Day
Fiance. They were
Fiance.
screaming about it.
Everyone who's anyone watches 90 Day Fiance.
They were all like, fucking Caesar, we love Caesar. Like people were going nuts and I'm like, oh my God.
There was an SNL skit about Caesar.
Oh, I know.
It was posted in the group. I didn't watch it yet. I'm not
I
gonna lie
did.
to
It
you.
was funny.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
Will
funny.
Ferrell was Caesar in that.
It was really funny.
Okay. Let's get into the meat of it. By the way, this episode has been brought to you by BetterHelp.
Ooh.
I know you're shocked.
I know.
It's our favorite. Let's talk about Michael and Juliana.
Okay.
So it's only the day after she got here.
Yeah, it's still fairly new.
89 days to wed. And she's doing her hair. And she said that, her taking care of kids is nothing new because she always had her niece and nephew.
Right.
And she said something really funny about the kids.
What?
This is a quote. She said, "They make my job so easy," meaning the kids.
Right.
And it's like, your job?
Uh-huh.
You mean
Her
your job?
prostitution job?
Your job as a hooker in America?
Yes.
Your job as a hooker homemaker.
Honestly, those kids are amazing. I would marry into a family with kids like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to marry the wife, though.
I would marry the wife way
Michael.
before the husband. Yeah.
I'm not marrying Michael.
Yeah.
He keeps calling Max big guy.
I know. I don't really like that.
I don't like it at all. I feel like it's very forced,
Yeah.
too. So now she's going to be meeting his ex-wife,
Yes.
Sarah.
Yes.
And they all get some fast food.
Mm-hmm.
Where was this food from, Noelle?
I don't know, but it looked like it was from Bread and Car by my house.
Really?
I knew right away as soon as I saw it that those were mac and cheese bites. As soon as I saw the triangles, I'm like, those are mac and cheese bites. I know because Suzanne and I ordered them recently. Yep.
Hilarious. Mm-hmm. Max speaks like a 45-year-old mortgage broker.
I love them.
He's like wheeling and dealing. This
I know.
kid.
I love them.
I adore him.
What do you say? Like, well, my mother's pretty assertive, but he doesn't make people feel bad about themselves. And so she doesn't make people feel bad about themselves.
He's like beyond years.
I love him. Those kids
really
are
like
great.
This kid. Sarah's so nice, right?
So nice.
And she's saying such nice things about Juliana.
First of all, she rolls out in Tim's.
Hilarious.
She gets out of her truck in Tim's like, I'm going to go meet Juliana. I'm wearing Tim's and stretchies. And I'm like, you're a Queens girl.
Yeah.
You grew up in Queens, New York.
She said, well, except for the nice things she said.
No, I know.
She was like, listen, I mean, Juliana, she's coming here. She's beautiful. She's successful.
Yeah.
She's kind. She's
exotic.
intelligent.
She's tall.
I'm like, okay, relax,
Yeah.
Sarah.
She's traveled.
Right? And then they're sitting at the table eating their beautiful American meal of
I
fast
know.
food. And Juliana goes, I'm so fat.
And it's like, Juliana,
This is not the time.
you're not even a
place.
little bit fat.
I know. Max is like, excuse me, Juliana, watch your
I'm
mouth.
the big guy.
So Sarah's sitting there, and then she takes her denim jacket off, and she has on a tank top,
Yeah.
and the biggest boobs you ever saw.
Ever. No bra.
So Sarah says, listen, the only thing I want from you is not to parent.
Right. Juliana's like, I don't get it.
I know, but she's also like, I don't really speak English.
Yeah.
Of this
I mean,
caliber.
nobody really does on this caliber.
But Juliana's like, I feel so guilty. I feel like I'm like pulling their family apart, and it's
Right.
like, you're not. You're not.
I'll tell you. I've noticed something. You always talk about the editing.
Yeah.
So Juliana went from her and Michael were drinking wine. It was like this orangey, I guess some type of white wine.
Uh-huh.
And then it was red wine
Ooh.
in the same scene. And I'm like, OMG, I noticed something for
Look
once.
at you watching the show.
I know, right? Look at me actually watching.
Amazing. So the funny thing is, Juliana had like 2 little buns in her hair.
Yeah,
and then
cute.
she put them in the
Cece's hair.
Cece's hair.
Yeah.
And then Sarah was like, "Hey, I want little buns."
I know. It was really cute.
I'm like, they're all friends. This is fine.
It's a very easy family to get into, you
Yeah.
know? And it's like one of those, even if you don't like the guy, what does it matter?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
You're like, oh, this is kind of
yeah,
nice.
I like the wife. I like the ex-wife. I like the kids. I like the house. I like the money.
Right.
Well, let's just stay.
This isn't the worst.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
For
It's better
sure.
than yachting.
Listen,
It's better than yachting.
I would have gotten exhausted yachting. And you know what? You're going to age out of yachting.
You are going to age out of yachting. I mean, this girl, she literally, did you see her arms? She has scars.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Yacht scars. She has got
She got
some
in a yachting accident.
bad rug burn from the yachts. I'm telling you. Look at that road rash on her
Like,
arms.
it was like deck rash.
Yeah, yes, deck rash. Yes. She has deck rash.
Oh, poor thing.
Mm-hmm.
All kidding aside, change is a very hard thing to go through. Whether you're changing jobs, whether you're changing families, whether you're wife swapping, no matter what you're doing, change is always hard. Noelle, you've had a lot of change going on in your life,
Yes, I'm struggling.
and you've been moving.
Yes, I'm actually using BetterHelp online counseling.
I also use BetterHelp online counseling.
Oh.
You use it on your laptop. I use it on my iPad.
Yeah.
And BetterHelp online counseling is just amazing. You could text, you could chat, you can phone, you can use video chat. It's really amazing. You could start communicating in under 24 hours. It's secure, it's convenient, it's professional, and best of all, it's truly an affordable option. 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk listeners get 10% off your first month with discount code Fiance. So why not get started today? Go to BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance. Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor that you will love. That's BetterHelp.com/fiance. Now,
Yes.
let's talk about the classiest couple on here, Robert and Anny.
Okay, I'm ready.
Robert says that they don't see eye to eye on money.
I mean, are you shocked? Robert also doesn't have any money.
Robert has zero money, and we're
Yeah.
going to find out why as this episode unfolds.
Yes.
So we're going to meet Ben and Stephanie, who
Right.
is they're Brayson's grandparents. Okay, so Stephanie is a porn star, and Ben is her husband.
So is Ben Brayson's grandfather?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're the grandparents, and Anny is in the car with big yellow reflective sunglasses.
Uh-huh.
She must have gotten them from the secondhand store. And I got to tell you, she's got a bad attitude.
She does. She's nasty.
She is a nasty
She
you
is.
know what.
Yeah.
So they go to meet Stephanie, and Stephanie likes to be called Gigi instead of Grandma.
Which is getting very popular.
Very popular.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, though, Annie's blowout was amazing.
Okay. She did not have one hair out of place. Not one fried
It
hair
was
either.
beautiful.
I
It was
know.
shiny. It was great.
Yeah.
Ben has an awful accent.
But what is that?
I don't even know.
I don't know what it is. It's like, I felt like it was like an Amish accent.
If you guys know what his accent is or what's going on with Ben, please go into our group, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk on Facebook, and let us know what's going on with Ben, because I cannot figure it out.
Yeah, it's like a Mormon accent. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, he's like a Quaker.
Yeah.
He looks like he sells oatmeal on
I
the
was
side of
going
the
to say
road.
he has oatmeal. Yes.
Okay, so they just found. So Ben and Stephanie are like, you
Yeah.
guys are engaged. She's living here in America. I found out about her 2 days ago.
Which I get their shock, of course.
Yeah.
And apparently they really like Robert too. They're like, he's family. Like,
Sure.
we love him.
So Stephanie said, well, she better, because her daughter left him.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know where the daughter is.
I can't imagine that you have a baby with Robert and you're okay.
Right, and you're okay, and you think that you're worse than Robert to raise the kid.
Right.
You
You're like, you
know?
know what? I think the kid's better off at Robert.
Yeah.
Like, what happened in your life?
Yeah, I don't know.
I get your mother's a porn star, but that doesn't mean you're.
I bet you she's like on meth or something. I mean, it's
you know
Florida
what? I
after
hope
all.
so. Stephanie said that she's the mother figure. This is what she told Anny. She's like, listen, I'm the mother figure. I've always been the mother figure. I just kind of want to get to know you. I got to tell you, I don't think she came at Anny.
I think she was nice.
Anny was mean
Listen,
as the
Anny-
day is long.
Annie wasn't having it to begin with. Like, no matter what this woman said to her, she would have been nasty.
Sure.
To her.
So
Yep.
then she told her she's an adult film actress for 15
and
years.
Annie's like, I don't know what that means.
Annie's like, oh.
Right. And then she's like, porn star. And she's like, oh, she is disgusting.
She said she's disgusting and uneducated.
Is that wild that that's what she says? She was uneducated. I couldn't believe it.
So I guess being like a hooker in the Dominican Republic is different than being a porn star in America.
I guess selling your clothes in Dominican Republic to feed your family is better than just banging on camera.
Right.
You know?
In a controlled environment.
Yes. Where you know it's okay. It's better than yachting.
Listen, yachting is so out of control. Annie's being really rude, and so now Stephanie's like, you know what? I'm going to go all in.
Yeah, now I'm going to bother you.
Now, yeah. You think that I'm bothering you? I'm going to bother you. She's like, are you on birth control?
Are you trying to get pregnant right now?
Yeah. And she's like, then Annie calls her an old lady, and Annie will not say goodbye to any of them.
No, Annie is terrible. She started off with a stank-ass attitude, and she ended that with a stank-ass attitude.
Yeah, it wasn't great. But both Stephanie and Annie are wearing white jeans.
Yes, which is so, come on, guys. How
Hilarious.
old are we now?
74 days to wed, and Annie is in a bad mood and she has a cold.
Right.
And Robert said that he hopes it's not contagious.
Because he ain't trying to get sick.
Well, guess what, Robert?
Yeah.
Highly contagious.
I mean, you have a kid.
Yeah.
You're going to get sick, Robert.
Of course.
Yeah. And he sleeps in your bed, Robert.
You all sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
You all sleep in a toddler bed together.
Yes, you're sleeping in a germ bed.
You sleep in a crib of germs.
Yes, you sleep in a germ factory.
Just saying. So now Annie's mad about Stephanie.
Right.
And John, the waiter, comes over and is like, hi, I'm John. I'm going to be taking care of you guys tonight. And Robert says, hi, I'm Robert.
Hi, I'm But you know, I've seen them do this on TV before. Like, I've seen people do this.
Yeah, that's not how it goes.
Right. It's like, hi, I'm Chad. I'll be your waiter. And it's like, hi, Chad. I'm Suzanne. And this is my date, Noelle. And it's like, that's not real.
No one cares.
No.
Don't tell me your name. Listen, you and I were servers for many years.
Yeah.
Don't tell us your
I've
name.
never had anybody. I mean, I probably have.
I'm sure you have.
I've had people at the bar introduce themselves.
Stop.
Yeah.
No one cares about your name. Well, we find out what happened with Annie and Stephanie. Annie says that Stephanie, this is a quote, she hurt me mental.
I was just taking a sip of Pepsi. You caught me a little off guard there.
Yeah, she hurt her mental.
She hurt her mental.
Annie said that Stephanie was just so mean. And then Robert's like, well, yeah, Stephanie was a porn star.
So that makes her mean.
I would never want to be involved in something like that. And it's like, oh, okay.
But you were involved with her daughter. Also, who cares that she's a porn star? She's nice. You know what? She comes to see her grandkid, even though her scumbag daughter's not around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she wants him to have her be the only girl in his life. So
Right.
Annie's mad because he has old photos on Facebook, Instagram of exes. He has all of his baby mothers. And now how many are there?
4.
There's 4.
There's 4.
So we just find out he has 5 kids, 4 women. And he said that he doesn't really have the opportunity to see the other children.
Right.
Okay. So you don't see 4 of your kids.
So, but here's the thing. Why are you not allowed to?
Okay. Well, I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Back in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
he was a player.
He spread his seed around.
Yeah, he was a player.
Oh, okay. Player from Brooklyn.
And then he got everything together.
Yeah.
And he moved down to Florida.
Of
Because
course
when
he
you
did.
when you get your life together,
Uh-huh.
you move from Brooklyn to Florida.
You moved to the dead in Florida. Yes.
So he got his life together, and now he's better.
Right.
But guess what? He lied to Annie about his kids. He told her that he had 3 kids. She gets there, and he's like, +2.
Here's the thing. Annie is a bitch, but it's like he just makes
He's
it so
yeah,
much
but he's
worse.
giving her every
I
reason.
I know.
So it's like, I want to be on your side, Robert, but come on.
Yeah, do better.
Do better. Now, he will not delete the photos of his old baby mamas, even the sexy solo photos of them.
Why?
Bryson will need them when he gets older.
So he needs a picture of his mother's butt.
Yes.
Okay, why?
Noelle,
Huh?
you have pictures of your mom's butt, right?
Uh-huh.
On your phone?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right now on my phone.
Yeah.
I took it, actually.
Are you Sophia and Farah?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I was channeling.
Good. Now, he was saying that she doesn't post him on Instagram, but she has posted some other guy.
Interesting.
So she's like, listen, delete the pictures.
Right.
And he's like, no, you're not going to give me a multimatum. I don't think he said that, but
it's funny, a multimatum.
whatever.
So many ultimatums. It's multiple ultimatums.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was it. And he's like, I'm not deleting them. Bryson's going to need them.
All right. I mean, listen, if Bryson wants a picture of his mom's butt,
listen.
that's his own prerogative.
How are you gonna bring your child up without having sexy pictures of his mother for when he gets older?
I mean, listen, I don't know. I might have pictures like of my mom's butt, but I don't know. I don't think so. You know, I don't know.
No, I really hope not.
I have to tell you, I might. I don't think
I bet
so,
you a lot of
though.
people have pictures of your mom's butt.
I mean, maybe. She has a nice butt.
Let's talk about Mike and Natalie.
All right.
So he hasn't seen her in 6 months, and he's going to go to the Ukraine to go see her because
Right.
her visa is delayed.
Right.
And Uncle Bo is going to hold down the fort.
But I love that he calls it Bojangles. He's like, I'm going to go see Bojangles. And I'm like, who the hell is Bojangles? Yeah.
So Natalie, now we cut to Ukraine. Natalie is trying on clothes.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying on a long dress.
A long purple dress with a pleather jacket.
I can't believe what's happening here.
I know.
And everyone's like, oh my God, he's going to faint at the airport. And it's like, why? Because this dress is so ugly.
Right. Why are you doing that?
What happened in the Ukraine? I know there was a depression.
Yeah, but I think she's very depressed then because that was not a good look for her at all. I think she's so cute.
She's adorable.
Yeah.
She loves snowboarding, diving, climbing, yada, yada, yada.
She wants to climb Mount Everest.
Yes. They were both going through a divorce. I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
And I'm like, aha, of course they bonded. And she said something so sweet.
What?
She said, when I met him, he felt like home.
Yeah, I really like her. I feel like it's kind of real.
No, it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. For
So do
sure,
I.
it's real. I think that, of course, it doesn't look good because her friend's there. And
Right.
but they hooked up naturally.
No, I like them. I really like her a lot.
Yes. So he proposed after 3 months. But she doesn't open her mouth when she speaks, kind of like Chantel.
She doesn't. I guess she doesn't, but I don't know. I have trouble finding fault with her.
Well, guess what? I just
What?
found some.
Oh,
So
okay.
she goes out with her friends Svetlana and Julia.
And Julia.
And she's like, he used to have weight problem.
He lost weight now.
And now he lost weight. She's basically like, he's fat.
Right. And it's
So-
like, don't judge him. He's fat.
Yes,
But
don't-
he's also like 1,000,000 feet high.
Okay, but also, you don't have
Who
to talk about his weight.
cares? Yeah.
She wants kids right away.
But doesn't he not want kids?
He does not want kids
Yeah.
right away. He's the manager of a construction company. And
Right.
she tells her friends that, and her friends are like, oh, you're not used to being with someone poor like that.
Yeah. I mean, like.
Is that a bad job?
I didn't think it was a bad job at all. I mean, they're like, oh, your ex has money. And it's like.
They asked how much he made.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
She's like, I don't know. Anyway.
She doesn't care.
Yeah. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to go live on the. I mean, I don't know if she knows she's going to live in a trailer, but here we go.
But so apparently her ex didn't get along with her mom,
Right.
which obviously they don't
I
really
think this
talk
guy's
about.
pretty nice. They'll be
I think
fine.
that he's really nice. And you know what? I think that her mom is adorable. Her and her mom were so cute, hugging it out. And
It'll be fine.
yeah.
Let's talk about Marcel and Anna.
Okay, these two annoy the shit out of me.
They need to take them off the show.
They don't talk to each other. Why are they there?
Well, we're back in Nebraska, and he does not like America.
Right.
So she drives him to her bees.
They speak the same language. Right.
And they're checking for honey and the queens.
Right. I don't know what that means.
So they're checking to see if there's honey.
Right. But what about the queens?
They're looking for the queen bees.
Why?
Like little Kim.
Oh, all right. So they're just looking for little Kims flying around.
Yes.
Okay. Look for different like pink wigs, blue wigs.
Right.
Okay.
Like really revealing outfits.
Okay. See if there's like Biggie is around
Right.
anywhere. Okay.
She's not wearing gloves.
Okay. He's not wearing gloves and she's not
Right.
wearing gloves.
Now, he says, this is a quote, I'm looking at bees with the woman I love.
Yeah, it's like these people are weird.
And she says, I can't wait to show you my bees.
I think
He says that he's a better beekeeper. She agrees with that because her bees weren't even ready for honey season.
okay, she was legit turned on.
And then she says, as he lights the fire to smoke out the bees, she goes, you light my fire.
Okay, but is that what he was doing? Because I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, he was smoking out the bees.
Oh.
So then-
she's like, I like the way you light that fire.
She said, you light my fire.
Yeah.
And then she said to him, she is fishing for compliments.
I know.
She goes, excuse me, do you think that I am sexy working with the bees?
And he's like,
And he goes, yes.
uh-huh.
And she goes, oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, this is not okay. Now, I want to back up a little bit. I
Yeah.
want to talk more about the bees.
Okay.
He said that he's a beekeeper back like from his ancestor.
He was like, right. So he was 7 years old. He started beekeeping.
His whole family
right.
loves bees.
Comes from a long line of beekeeping.
He is a bee.
Right.
He has wings.
That's why he doesn't understand her.
Because he doesn't
They're
speak
not the same animal.
Turkish.
Right.
He speaks bee.
He speaks bee.
And she doesn't.
No.
He
There's
said-
no app for that.
She said that he said that she's a sloppy beekeeper. She doesn't scrape the wax down. And I got to tell
She's
you,
saying
like,
she didn't like him to. I don't know what any of that meant.
okay, I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
So we were introduced to Anna and Marcel. I don't know why I'm calling her Anna, like she's from UK.
Anna.
She's from Nebraska. Her name is Anna. Okay.
She drinks a lot of wine, that Anna.
Anna's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
AA, we call her.
Yes.
Anna, we were introduced to her as a beekeeper by trade.
Yeah.
I think that's not true.
No, she probably works at like Home Goods or something.
Right. You love that, though.
That she works at Home
Yeah,
Goods?
you
Yeah.
lo-
Give
you
me a
love-
discount.
That's like your favorite thing to refer to.
I do. I always say that. I think it's because my mother-in-law does. She
know.
actually just quit, I think.
Right before the holiday season?
Well, okay, because she's been in Florida for 8 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And last time she took a leave of absence, it was like such a pain in the ass to get back on the payroll, and she didn't want to deal with it
No,
again.
tell her no.
I know. I just got a new apartment.
Yeah, no.
What is she thinking?
Whatever. I'm sure she knows someone.
She definitely knows someone.
Okay,
My
good.
ex is a manager at Home
This
Goods,
is
right?
true. I returned something to him. And I
Yeah.
had to look him in the eye.
He looked haggard.
He looked not good. He looked really not good. You cried over him for a very long time.
I did. I was sad.
I saw him in Home Goods and I texted you immediately and I was like, there is an emergency right now. You cried over this man and I could see his face and it is very scary.
I cried over a man that has a tattoo of a Sharpie on his arm.
Yeah, that was the least bad
Yeah,
thing about him.
that's what I cried about.
Back to Anna
He
and
paints
Marcel.
robots.
I feel like she is a hobbyist beekeeper.
I smell pot. I just want to put that out there. Do you smell pot?
Okay, I'm not smoking any pot
No,
currently.
obviously.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe someone in the studio is. This is a studio that we have
No,
rappers
what I was going to
recording
say
next to
was
us.
I almost feel like you're like maybe I'm smelling like one of the herbs you're growing.
I don't grow the marijuana.
No, like basil.
Okay, well, let's move on.
I don't know, I just
She's
saw
not a
something.
beekeeper. That's not how she makes her money. I want to know what she does. Also, he's not a beekeeper.
I see. I feel like he's a beekeeper.
I don't think. I think this is a hobby thing. Because otherwise, he could start beekeeping right away.
But don't you think
Because you don't
that
have to be on the books to beekeep.
I feel like she would have so much more bees if she was a legit
That's what I'm
beekeeper.
saying.
Yeah.
Also, your bees aren't ready for honey season. If you don't have bees making honey, you just have an infestation.
But I don't even know what that means. Like, how do you ready them?
I don't know because I'm not a beekeeper.
Right.
Noelle.
I feel like you know everything.
But I'm
though.
just saying,
You're not
like-
not a beekeeper.
I am not a beekeeper. Noelle, if you're a beekeeper,
Yeah.
the whole point is to get honey and then sell the honey.
Yeah.
If you don't have any honey,
Uh-huh.
you're probably not making any money at this.
Okay.
So maybe you just have an infestation of bees.
But
And you never
okay,
asked them
so
to leave.
where is this?
And it's in like the woods. in
Right.
Nebra-
Is that in the woods by her house?
They had to drive there.
I know. That's why it's like, where is this? It's like a random place
Right.
that she
Well, she
keeps
can't have them right by
bees.
the house or else everyone will get stung all the time.
I mean, she could just protect them.
What do you
Like,
mean?
They love me.
No,
she
she
does
gets
it gloveless.
But she says she gets stung all the time.
I think she likes it. I think that turns her on.
Oh, God.
I think she likes the pain.
Well, let's move on. Her friend Vivi is throwing them a wedding shower.
Right.
They've been friends for 11 years, and that's her oldest friend.
But like, what does that mean?
Is she 12 years old?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you don't have any lifelong friends?
Nothing.
There's something wrong with you
No
then.
one in high school?
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, cool. She said that she can't... she said that he can't use the phone at their wedding shower unless it's for translator.
Right.
She wants him to talk to her friends.
But he doesn't talk English. Like,
Right. He doesn't
does
speak.
not-
He
no.
doesn't speak. Okay. Cool.
Okay. But he should talk to
Her
everyone.
dress is too short.
She does. She's like not. I mean, she's nothing to look
She's
at.
special.
Yeah.
She's special.
Yeah.
They don't have wedding showers in Turkey, so he's very confused.
Mm-hmm.
So I like how everyone in her life
Uh-huh.
refers to, like, says to him. So her friend asks, "Are you upset that Anna's drinking wine?"
Why is everyone?
Because she's an alcoholic.
Either she's an alcoholic or
an
he
alcoholic.
really has a problem with alcohol.
For sure,
Okay.
both of those things.
Because I find it so weird that everyone asked him about this.
So he's like, "Can I have something to drink? Like, I'm so thirsty. I need." Well, he doesn't say anything like that. He just goes,
actually, he's
drink,
like points.
drink,
Right.
water,
Tea?
agua,
Tea.
right.
Tea.
So they give him some sweet tea with no alcohol.
And he was very high. He couldn't believe there was no alcohol in it too. He's like, no alcohol?
Right? He's like, "Look at all you heathen alcoholics."
Yeah.
So now her other friend makes a toast, and he has no clue what they say.
No, he just nods.
And now she seems not hopeful. Okay, guess what?
What?
You don't even use the translation app.
But okay, so I'm telling you, a lot of people think if you just yell at a foreigner in the face,
Yeah.
that they understand
My father
you.
thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you? And you talk in some
It's like
weird
It's
accent.
like, I'm sorry, you didn't say that loud enough.
No, right.
If you scream Chinese at me, I know it. Try
But
it.
why did they...
Don't try it. Don't try it.
Okay, but how about like... I feel like they say it in an accent.
Yeah, people do this.
But what is the accent? It's like any accent.
They're just accenting
I used to
it.
work with this girl, Jen, and I noticed that she did it with the cooks in the back at the
Right.
job all the time. And she'd be like, "Oh, no, you don't want that?" And I'm like, what are you doing?
You're like, is that even, that might be a Chinese
I know.
accent.
Are you Borat? Like, what are you doing? I don't understand it. It might be a Chinese accent.
It's like, you know those guys are Ecuadorian,
And
right?
you know they speak English too, right? Like,
you know they
what
speak
are you
English better than you
doing?
do, Jen.
Yeah. It was very funny.
Let's go to my least favorite couple. Sinjin and Tanya,
whatever the hell her
they're
name
leaving
is.
New York City to go to Connecticut, and he says, "Oh, there's lots of American flags here," and she's like, "Oh, I didn't notice."
Yeah.
Yes, you did. You get arrested on CNN. You know exactly.
You
what's
know
going on.
exactly what's around.
They're going to the shed in Colchester, Connecticut.
Right.
He's like, I don't know what a shed is.
But it sounds great.
He's like, I don't know if it's like a garbage shed or like a car shed, and it's like, oh no, it's both.
I can't. Here's what blows my mind.
It has no walls.
She's so hard on him, but she couldn't have that done.
She's not keeping herself up to the same standard that she keeps anyone else.
It's disgusting.
She said to him, suck it up.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
She wants him to build everything. She wants him to renovate this shed.
Yeah.
And he's like, listen, I just want to rest.
Yeah.
And then we'll do that. And she's like, no, I don't want.
I want to do an all-nighter.
She's like, listen, I did the paperwork to get you here.
Right.
Now you're my slave.
I paid. Yep.
So now they're awake and they're going to go fix the shed. And she said that her mom is a union carpenter. Now, let me tell you something.
Oh, I know.
Fix the shed then.
Yeah.
Maybe you and your mom should have fixed the shed.
Why is her mom always like sleeping? Apparently,
Because
her
she
mother
works
keeps
night
weird
shifts.
hours.
Yes, she's a union carpenter.
Okay.
She works night shifts.
Okay.
So she's like, "Oh, this is our first DIY together," and he's like, "Yeah, great. This is
Yeah,
great."
he's annoyed because she said it was done.
Yep.
So he's thinking, okay, I get to go and sleep.
Yeah, she's like, it's really good. Me and Sinjin are great together because I tell him what to do and he does it.
Gross.
Now they're fighting about the work, and she
Yeah.
said that she doesn't trust him. I got to tell you, she's even nasty to him in the confessional.
No, I don't like her at all. Not like even when she's trying to be nice to him, I don't like her.
Don't like her.
No, she's
Now,
terrible.
We move on to Blake. We're introduced to Blake. He's 29. He lives in LA. He's a music producer.
Right.
He is going to be meeting Jasmine from Finland. He's
Right.
engaged to her. And he was married at 19, divorced by 23. I wonder who the guy was.
I mean, seriously, Tracy.
Blake,
you're a gay man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Or you're bisexual and you really, really, really favor men.
I think that he could be bi or maybe he's just after her because he thinks that's the kind of girl he should go after.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of gay men that are in the closet do this.
Yes.
They go for like this like busty blonde. Because they're like,
Yeah.
ooh, yes, that's like a bombshell. That's what men love.
It's true.
So Jasmine, his fiance, looks just like Maria from Caesar and Maria.
Right.
With blonde hair. He looks just
Okay.
like with darker hair.
So Jasmine and her sister are the same human being.
They're the same.
But they're not twins. But let me ask you a question. I just want to talk about this for a second.
Sure.
A lot of people get a lot of plastic surgery. And I've noticed no matter what background they are, no matter what ethnicity they are, they want like these very fragile features,
Yeah.
almost like looking like Asian. Because
Okay.
I feel like they looked.
Okay, no, this is what happened.
Tell me.
they put so much filler in their face
Okay.
that it actually makes their eyes smaller.
But that's what it is. Their eyes look so small.
Yeah, because they have so much filler in their face.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and it's poorly placed filler too.
It looks so bad, especially
awful.
the sister.
He thought that Jasmine was a catfish or a scammer because she was too pretty.
I mean,
Well, she's
I
from
could see
Helsinki,
that.
Finland, and
Yeah.
she is a gymnast and a personal trainer.
I wonder if she knows him.
Oh, the band him?
Yeah.
Yes. I was going to say.
You're like him.
He proposed to her by the third trip.
Okay.
He lives with his mom,
Mm-hmm.
Carlene.
Mm-hmm.
She's so nice.
She's really nice. She was like basically saying like he's broke.
Yeah, she's like, I don't think that
Yeah.
she's going to want to live here. She said that he can't afford her.
Right.
Well, his friend Rita is pretty worried about this.
Yeah. Rita is like, she's kind of apprehensive.
Well, they're picking up. So he's going to go pick her up at the airport.
Yes.
And he's picking up her sister first.
Now the sister won a green card lottery.
And lives 10 minutes away from Blake.
Okay. That is like, hello.
Jeanette
Yes.
is her sister.
Yes.
Her hair, his hair is very awful.
Okay. But her hair looks like I peed on her. She has yellow hair.
She has so much filler in her face. And I got to tell you, the sister hates him.
Why does she hate him that much?
She doesn't want
though?
to talk to him. She doesn't know what he's saying. She doesn't care what he's saying. She hates him.
She hates everything about him.
And I got to tell you, I think that Jasmine's going to hate everything about him too.
Maybe. I don't know. The sister, though, she's like crazy.
He's talking to her and she's ignoring him.
Yeah.
He said that he's 85% sure that she's coming for him.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Now,
Yeah.
they both have a ton of face work done, as we've mentioned, and they both have on crop tops.
So Jasmine definitely blurs her nose in pictures.
Yes.
Because it's bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're holding hands, the two
Mhm.
sisters, and Jeanette is on her way to New York City.
Right. To yacht.
Yes, to
Uh-huh.
yacht for sure. She
Yeah.
has dead eyes.
Yeah. No, she's a doll. She's not in a good way.
Well, Jasmine hasn't seen him in 6 months, and so he got a hotel for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Hey, we're in this hotel room. What do you want to do?" And she's like, "I want to take a shower and go to sleep."
I mean, that's what I want to do every night.
Yeah,
You know?
And he's not happy.
So
with
what do
this.
you think of these two? You think no good?
No good.
Okay.
No good. She's
I
scamming
think
him.
he's gay.
Yeah, and that's why
Yeah.
she chose him. She's like, he's a homosexual. This is very safe.
That makes sense.
I'm going to do this.
That makes sense.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. Can you please follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 90 Day Podcast? And you could follow me, your host, at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter. And you could follow Noelle.
Noe_bear810 on Instagram or at Noe Girl on Twitter.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yay.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.